Do you have, you know, like the last ingredient?
We did it.
No. You know, the hair.
No, you do. That was our agreement, Lily. You said you'd done it.
I might not have that bit.
Oh no.
Alright.
I think we should ask Swaff, and then if they think that our plan was the right plan, then we should do that and try and get one. But maybe it's better if we use somebody else's. It might get us better access.
Maybe.
That all right with you? I mean, I know you had some really good ideas about what we could do.
You quickly open up the door, and inside you can hear a familiar voice that's pretty high-pitched and squeaky. You recognize Moaning Myrtle's voice immediately. She seems to be speaking to someone.
When she came back, it was going to be a problem. If she comes back, why would she do that to Myrtle? Why? Tell me.
I don't know, Myrtle. Please, I'm just trying to have a bath. Quick enough. You all can see this door there now.
Lily, did you just make the door?
What did I
That wasn't there before, was it?
This
Where did
room's got just what we need. My dad told me about it.
Your
said-
dad?
Yeah, when he needed it, it was there too.
Is
Are you
this
sure?
is this like when you try food because you said you thought you like it and then you don't like it, but you're trying to pretend you like it so other people aren't judging you?
It's so good.
The chair that Alex was in is no longer there. There's actually basically this large pile of pillows and sort of like some big blankets and stuff.
I'm gonna go and look at the blankets and see if Alex is in the blankets. I pull it. Wait,
Hello?
Alex, are you okay?
Yeah.
You disappeared. You scared us.
I was daydreaming and then all of a sudden I became really comfortable.
Okay.
And
Well, maybe we can bring you into the meeting circle and put lots of blankets around you so you're really comfy, but also we don't worry that we've lost you forever and are never gonna get you back.
You reach out to give Maisie your wand, but then you pull it back.
I'll give it back to you, Alex. I'm not.
yeah, it's okay.
I reach my hand out for it.
I can't.
Can you lay it down on the floor?
What's happening?
When we were in the tower, just before I saw your wand do something, Alex, and or at least I think I saw your wand do something, and I thought for a moment that maybe it was you, but that wouldn't make any sense. So I put that to one side, and I just assumed that my brain had made it up, that it wasn't real. But then you've been all strange, and I think we've brought some dark magic into the room of requirement.
Okay. And she's going to point her wand at Maisie and say, Expelliarmus.
Maisie's wand is struck from her hand. Flying, you see it twist end over end, flying up into the air. And it starts to slow down in midair. And starts to fly back to her hand. But we see your magic twist and turn around the wand. And violently, it shakes, spins around, and lands in your other hand.
I was going to try and use Expelliarmus on him.
In a sort of weird backlash, again, and it lands in your hand as your wand goes flying to the ground.
Rosie, can you get my wand?
Yeah, I got it.
I just run and dive into the pile again.
Why are you talking about the wand? Why? Don't talk about the wand. Headmistress McGonagall stands up. Harry also has his wand drawn, and he's looking at both of you. Headmistress? Yes, Mr. Potter. Something is very strange.
Maisie said she remembered.
She wants to hurt
She remembered
you.
Alex.
She wants to
Alex's
take the wand
spell.
away. She wants
Casting
the power for
Alex's
herself.
wand casting a spell, and Alex didn't think he did it. So maybe someone made his wand do it on its own, and you should figure out what spell it is.
And the drawer opens up and flutters out. You see this like strange looking magnifying glass sort of contraption. There's several lenses that are attached to it, probably 4 or 5 of them, and they sort of have like these little twisty knobs on them, and she catches it in her hand. I can see there is in fact a curse on this wand.
I mean, maybe the worst first date ever, and it was my first date ever.
Oh, no, it was it's the only day that I've ever had, so I mean, it was the best date I've ever had. And it was the only date, so technically it was the best and the worst, and I think we should just focus on the fact that it was the best.
I'm sorry, you were meeting your dad, Harry Potter. That Harry Potter, your dad, Lou?
Okay. We got this. Guys, you know?
Totally.
It's gonna be totally fine. It's just Harry Potter and the headmistress, you know? We've been to the headmistresses enough to be able to talk to her, so...
And I love sports, so it'll be nice to meet Mr. Potter again.
Yeah.
He doesn't... Yeah.
In America, our only real heroes are sports players.
Makes sense. Shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we join our intrepid SWAF group as they begin their trek to the headmistress's office after spending some time in the room of requirement. You've just exited with Lily and Barney in tow. How's everyone feeling?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I think our silence speaks volumes about how we're all feeling.
I'm pretty tired all round. Just drained.
Nervous.
And anxious.
Yeah.
Scared even.
Guys, what are we doing again?
We're going to see the headmistress.
Do you think I'm gonna get expelled for my wand?
What?
No.
Blowing up
Oh.
the tower?
Did you make your wand blow up the tower? No.
Maybe.
The answer is no. We all know the answer is no. Don't even think about it. That's your anxiety speaking. You need a sandwich. Here, I'm sure I got one. Well, it's a piece of toast with an old piece of cheese on it, but do you want it?
How old is the cheese?
Yesterday morning. It's not that old.
Yeah, that's not really that old.
You can have it, Clem.
Not that
you
new
want it?
either.
It's got that like oily room temperature sheen on it, right?
Yes, it's like sweaty.
Yeah, all right. I take it and I start eating it.
It's a sharp cheddar.
Love a sharp cheddar.
Does it stay sharp 24 hours later?
It's pretty good.
All right. Anyone else want to stress eat or have any other ways of coping with how stressed we all are?
Honestly, I feel
Already
like I
on
just
it.
want to stomp.
Go ahead. Tap dance it out.
I like walk in front of the group, and this is probably something that you've never seen from Maisie before. Like there's some serious stomping. Like she's making some noise. Like
I think I witnessed the Maisie stomp out once before.
you did. Yes, you did. You did witness a Maisie stomp out once before. This is like think like walls shaking. If she was a little bit taller. Like dust falling out of the walls, kind of stomping.
Okay.
Have you ever seen the movie Stomp the Yard? It's very similar to what you're doing now.
Well,
I run up to Maisie and stop her, and I just give her a hug.
I stop in my tracks and just let him hug me.
I was kind of enjoying the beat she was laying down, right, Clem? Olive?
Yeah, it was good.
Anger,
To it.
it always makes music better when it comes from real emotion, you know?
Yeah, you should join a band.
Are you okay, Maisie?
Yes, I'm fine. I just. Why does this keep happening to us?
Yeah, that's the problem I'm having to.
Maybe
Let's
we're
just
very lucky or very unlucky.
Or, maybe this is completely random and other students have been also going on comparable adventures for the past 3 years and we just don't know about them and this isn't unusual in the slightest.
Yeah, but people know about us though.
Maybe
It
that
feels
means
unlikely.
maybe that means they pay more attention to what's going on around them than we
Or
do with
maybe
other
they-
students.
Yeah,
my
they
God,
might
are
be a
we
little more
self-involved?
subtle.
I think we have
just-
main character energy, y'all.
I don't think we've ever talked about students outside of how they serve us in regards to whatever mystery we're solving. It just occurred to me, like, when was the last time we just chatted with someone outside of Swath? Just to chat.
Last night, I was talking to Hyacinth. Well, she was
Hyacinth's
farting. I was
Swath.
talking.
Hyacinth is Swath adjacent.
She's in Swap,
Okay.
Didn't she do the bean sandwich? Or am I forgetting?
I don't think so. Maybe you're thinking of her very special sandwiches. It's when she
Dang.
farts when she enters and leaves the room. We call it the Hyacinth sandwich.
That's
What
not a
if-
sandwich that I want to eat.
No,
What if
well,
we
it's not
just-
edible?
Never talk about that ever again.
Yeah,
I
I'm okay
can't.
with
I
that.
have to talk about it. I live with it. What are you talking about?
I mean, have any of you just thought that maybe like the most interesting people are in Swath? And
Oh
that's
my gosh,
why...
you're right. Look how cool we are.
Oh, I only have a limited amount of people energy, so I just spend it generously on a smaller group of people.
I feel like we're still a
kind of
pretty
like
big
me.
group of people, Alex. That's brave of you.
I feel like there's some
it's pretty
corner
big.
of Hogwarts where there's a group and there's like the equivalent of Clem going, maybe we're just the most interesting. And people in Loth are just the most interesting students at Hogwarts. And maybe there's a bunch of students who all have their own friend groups and their own adventures, and they think they're the most interesting. And maybe our lives are much smaller and more meaningless than I thought they were.
I just
mean, you're
hugged
probably
Olive.
right.
Feels like you may need this. That was a little deep.
Yeah. I think you're probably right, but at the same time, on the other hand, think of it this way. I've already met my swath, so I don't need to know the other swaths. I have my swath, and you guys are, to me, the most interesting people at Hogwarts. And that other, Olive or other Clem's swath is their most interesting people at Hogwarts, and that's their right, and that's their life, and this is ours. And I choose you guys in my life over everyone else all the time. I've got no more room.
Olive is just slowly banging her head lightly on Rosie's shoulder while Rosie hugs her, and you can just hear her going, how many swaths are there? How many olives are there? There should never be more than one olive.
Do wizards do drugs? Because this feels like maybe somebody did drugs.
Is anyone else, freaking out that we're about to talk to Harry Potter, or is that just me?
Yeah! Wasn't he?
Nice.
He's the volleyball player.
Nice.
No, I'm excited.
it
He was
golf?
super nice last time. Oh, golf.
Bonnie, don't think.
Older men do golf, so that might be true.
Yeah, Bonnie, you don't think about it. I was caught by
You
surprise
can't
for
say
it.
not to think about it, because that just makes me think about it more.
Here. I got this, gummy. Think about this instead. And then we're just gonna go in. Here, you put this in your mouth and we'll walk through the door. And then it'll be over.
All right, and thank you, Rosie.
Yeah.
It's
well,
warm.
sorry. Yeah, here, let me just pick that fuzz off of it. It was in my pocket.
I go up to Olive and I take her hand and I put my other hand on the back of her head and I'm like, there will only ever be one Olive and she's the best. You want to stomp with me?
Character energy.
It might help. Stomping helps. Try it. Just think about all of the different universes and then all of the different possibilities, and then in your brain imagine that they're going all the way through your legs, and then when your feet hit the floor it's stomp, and then all of those thoughts just go through the floor boom. Ready?
And I think as soon as Olive stomps, you see little mouse treats kind of start to fall out of some of her pockets, she stomped so hard that she's flailing her arms and just a couple little trinkets fall out,
Sprinkles!
I think I guide Olive with all of her snacks for behind her and walk through the other people, and as we walk through the rest of the swath, the only I grab everybody else's hands and try and pull everybody forwards to stomp with us down to the
I don't
headmistress.
stomp, but I come along.
What kind of sprinkles were those?
They weren't sprinkles, they're treats for Thimble.
Oh. They're good. Where do you buy them?
When you say they're good, did you mean they're good for rodents or?
No, I just tried one. They're pretty good. I thought they were sprinkles for your ice cream.
No, my dad and I make them. It's
You're gonna have to give me the recipe. It's super good.
sure.
Do you have any more of those, Rosie? I find
sprinkles?
myself. No, the gummies.
Oh, the gummies. Here you go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Still
That
warm.
one's earthworms. Oh, I'm just gonna pull one of the long hairs that was attached to the gummy, like, out of Barney's mouth. Sorry, that was Hyacinth's.
What was it?
It's just a hair. Yeah, they're... What? It's just a... It's not, like, dirty. It's just a hair.
Barney's just smiling.
I pocket the hair.
You all right, Barney?
His mouth isn't moving, but you see the text. I'm fine.
Right? Sounds convincing. When we get to Lily's dad, would someone else do the talking?
I can handle it. I got this. What do I have to say?
I can do it if you want.
If you know what to say, then that might be better.
I mean, if you're not comfortable, I mean, he's my dad. I could talk if you want, but I'm sure he's going to want to talk to you all about.
Yeah, we can just go and then they can talk instead of us. Just Mr. Potter and Headmistress McGonagall can do the talking, and then we can just talk when spoken to. Each.
We could do it together.
All right,
if you-
but if Headmistress McGonagall expels me, then I'll still be in Swaff, though, right?
Alex, you're not going to get expelled. It wasn't your fault.
It really wasn't. You're totally fine. I bet you.
If anything, they should be apologizing to you because as a school, they should be doing a better job of keeping you safe. You are a student and they're failing you if things like this are happening at Hogwarts.
Every year.
Constantly.
Never ending.
To us.
It's not normal.
They're failing us.
Okay, can we go in? Can we go in? Can we go in before I think too much more? I want to go in and just get it over done with. Thank you everyone for everyone being everyone. It's good and stuff.
You have reached the headmistress's office. Statue and secret door outside, with the book to write in directly below it.
I pick up the quill and I start writing SWOFF. Does anything happen?
She'll know what it means.
I thought she would.
Good idea, Maisie.
But maybe she doesn't. I mean, nothing's happening.
Maybe she was in the middle of something? Maybe she's...
Yeah, ad reporting in or something.
I scribble out swaff.
You begin to
And I
write,
start.
and then before you're able to finish, secret door opens.
Oh, good, because I was thinking maybe we need to put down, like, an offering.
Please enter.
I walk
I
through.
don't enter.
Coming!
I stand.
Alex,
looking
are you
at it.
coming?
I look behind me as I'm walking through and gesture to the others to come through. Come on. You can do this.
You won't get expelled, Alex.
Barney will
It's gonna be fine.
put a hand on your shoulder. You'll be fine, Alex. It's all right.
Okay. I start walking forward. I close my eyes and I just start walking.
I put my hand out to meet Alex's hand as he's walking forward, and I step backwards and like lead him in to make sure he doesn't fall over anything.
Okay.
As you all walk inside, you can see the headmistress speaking with Harry Potter. Much like they were conversing earlier, Olive and Clem. Harry looks at you with a sort of dopey grin. And he nods his head to you, Clem and Olive. And he sort of takes a deep breath and he says, hi.
Hello, Mr. Potter.
Pleasure to see you.
Hi. Hi.
How's the golf been?
I'm sorry? The what?
The golf. Aren't you a famous golfer?
No.
Oh, sorry. I must be mixing them up. Volleyball.
Lily is sort of giggling a little bit off to the side.
He works at the ministry, Rosie.
Oh. Magic stuff.
I'm
I
an
don't know why I
aura.
thought it was sports. Keep thinking it's sports.
I'm an aura.
Cool. Nice. Congratulations on that. Is that fancy? Is it hard?
Yes.
Good job.
Thank you.
Nice to see you again.
It's good to see
But
you
not
too.
like this, actually, because it's, actually, we have terrible news.
Right. Headmistress, would you like to, get started, or would you like me? Mr. Potter, I will address my students first, if you don't mind. Yes. So,
It wasn't me.
Nobody said it was, Alex.
We're just having a group anxiety attack, I would say.
I think that's accurate, actually.
Mr. Pippin. Headmistress McGonagall will stand up. She will slowly make her way around her desk. And she will sort of sit on the edge of her desk. Mr. Pippin, please come here.
Head over shakily.
Is he going to jail?
She puts a hand out, palm face up, and she says, "May I see your hand, Mr. Pippin?"
I'm gonna give her the one I've been chewing on and then give her the other one.
She gently takes your hand and she looks it over and she says, "Mr. Pippin, I can assure you that these hands are far too gentle to hurt anyone. This is not your fault, Mr. Pippin. Your wand was cursed. You did no such thing, did you?
I don't think so.
Oh, my boy. She's going to give you a little hug. It's not your fault. You didn't do this. Someone did something very bad to your wand. That's why Mr. Potter is here. He's going to find out who did this to you and your friends. You and Miss Skylar did not deserve this to happen to you. Do you understand me, Mr. Pippin?
Yes, it must.
You're a good boy. All of your friends always speak so highly of you. And your friends, well, your friends are always a good indication of who you are as a person, Mr. Pippin. And from what I see, you have some very, very good friends.
Yeah, the best.
I think they feel the same way about you. Look at them all. Now don't worry. Mr. Potter is here. He's going to help you and your friends. And when he does, he's going to let me know. And I assure you, Mr. Pippin, whoever has done this to you and your friends and Hogwarts will pay the price. I will not allow such a thing to happen again.
Thank you, Headmaster.
Now, she sort of waves her wand, and a handkerchief flies over to you.
Thank you. I head over and stand back with Swamp.
Now, I want you all to know that investigations have been started as to what has happened with this unfortunate situation. It is most distressing, and the Minister for Magic has been notified. Mrs. Granger Weasley has instructed Mr. Potter here to assist the school. One of the very best auras that the Ministry has. Thank you, Headmistress. Mr. Potter, if you could be so kind. Thank you. Right. Maisie.
Yes, Mr. Potter.
From what I understand, the situation, you and Alex, you were in the clock tower when it happened, yes?
Yes.
Was there anything strange that happened, aside from the obvious? Anything out of the ordinary?
Just before, just before I, hit the floor, I saw Alex's wand do something. Not Alex, just Alex's wand. That's how I knew to look at it.
Right. Aside from the wand, though, anything else?
Someone stole things from our picnic.
Yeah,
Rosie?
Yeah. So I made them a whole picnic and somebody, they swapped it. They took it. And it was like the wrong picnic basket entirely.
What do you mean they swapped it?
Rosie left it for us, so we could just go and swing by and pick it up, and then it had been like touched. There were things missing or like different, or it wasn't as Rosie left it. But
so that's what the picnic basket was.
Yeah.
Where's the other one? You said it was swapped.
Well, we don't know if it was swapped.
No, it was swapped.
Oh, I always thought that maybe they'd just changed the things around, but well, I don't think we know, do we?
Do I know where the other basket is? Like, was it left in the same spot?
I would like you to please. I think this is probably going to be. It's either going to be an I read about that or a noticed something. Let's take a look. I'll let you decide. Notice something or I read about that in this case.
Maybe noticed something, but like noticed something. Like I remembered where I set it down because I had it, correct? Like when I went back to look, it was still there. The one that they had swapped it with.
Roll a mind.
Okay. Is this with my relationship with Alex or Maisie?
I don't think so. On this case. Okay.
Okay, an 8.
You can ask me one question from the notice something list.
Okay. Like what did it look like? But like what did it look like the last time I saw it?
So there were a few differences from the picnic baskets that you remember. You had one that you had found.
I was bringing it to them in the tower, correct?
Yeah,
the correct one.
You found the correct one. The correct one was a little bit more fancy. It had like a bow on it, and there were different treats and things inside of it. But from what you heard from the other students that had robbed the picnic basket, there were some other things in it that didn't correspond to what you had packed.
Right. So the last place I would have had the basket was when I was pulling them out of the tower.
Yeah, you had that basket.
But we don't know what happened to the other basket. The basket that Maisie and Alex took. Did that one just blow up? Oh, okay. Okay, okay, here's what happened. I made them a picnic basket. It was their first date, you see. Sorry, is that too much information? It was their first date, so I made them a picnic. Sorry, it was friendship. Sorry about that, I just was being honest. They had a meeting scheduled, so I made them a picnic for the meeting. It was about business statistics and Quidditch. And Well, I went to go check on the basket to make sure they picked it up, and there was these 2 students, and they had been eating out of the picnic basket, and they were like, we ate these things. And I was like, those things weren't in the picnic basket. So I was chasing them and yelling at them because they were stealing food from my friends who are going on a very important business meeting. And I took the basket and was...
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You said 2 students had eaten things from the picnic basket.
Yeah, I threw a cake at them. A cookie? I can't remember. I was blind with rage. They were... Whack, were they... Oh, I don't remember what class they were.
2 Ravenclaw students, a year older.
They were 2 Ravenclaws, and I was boys, and I was screaming at them, and they were just like putting their grubby little hands in and eating out of it. I recognized one of them, didn't I, Whack, when I rolled for perception? I think I recognized one, but not the other.
Yeah, you didn't remember the name, but you recognized that they were a 4th year.
I think one of them was a 4th year, and they were eating out of the picnic basket, so I was yelling. I mean, do you think that they blew up the tower?
2 Ravenclaw students?
I thought that they were just being, like, hungry. But I had one picnic basket, and they had the other. But if they were eating out of it, maybe they were the ones that switched it? They didn't seem evil, they just seemed rude.
That's strange. A very strange coincidence. There are 2 Ravenclaw students that were in the hospital while you were asleep.
What was wrong with them?
I was there speaking with Madame Pomfrey.
Did they eat something bad?
Well, yes, they were feeling very sick, and they had, boils on their face.
So when I was asking them what they were eating and why they would do that, because I was interrogating them, the things they were listing from the picnic basket weren't things that I spent time in the kitchens cooking. Headmistress, so somebody put bad food in my basket and then switched the basket with another basket? And both baskets were bad? Does somebody hate my friends? Because that's...
Why would they put something in a basket and then curse the wands?
Why did they try so hard? If they had just cursed the wand, wouldn't that have been enough? Why did they also have to make the basket bad?
And you don't know where the basket is?
Well, I was bringing them the other basket when I heard the explosion and had to pull out Maisie and Alex from the tower. So I had to be taken away to the hospital wing. So it was left there. I haven't gone back.
So you think it was targeted at us? Like, were we supposed to eat the boils? Were we supposed to...
Well, that sounds like... Well, the Weasley shop has some gag candies and foods. Sweets. Sounds like one of them.
Would it explode a tower, though?
Yeah, that seems like an awful lot of, firepower.
Seems like a bit more than a prank.
Ron is, well, he can be experimental, but I don't think he would make anything like that. I mean, there are some fireworks that are a bit questionable, but nothing that would blow up a tower.
I think it's also weird, and forgive me if I'm intruding on the investigation with my ideas, but I think it's also weird that they knew about the baskets enough to create a second different basket, and they knew enough that they were going to be taking it on a date, and that they were, maybe they didn't know that they were going to go to the tower, but like it seems like they had a lot of information on us and what we were doing, and really tailored whatever they were doing to hurt us.
Is it at all possible that one of us could they have been overhearing our conversations without being present? Or is there a way, some kind of spell or magical item that they could have
Extendable ears.
attached? Maybe, but maybe something more long-term is what I was wondering.
Weren't those? Weren't there a few students constantly asking us about Maisie and Alex's business meeting?
Gale.
And, Clem and I saw Ashley Indigo skulking about the restricted section of the library, and she was specifically trying to sneak, and my sneakoscope lit up for the first time ever when I took it out in the restricted section, so the sneakoscope doesn't lie.
Restricted section aside.
She was outside of the restricted section. She just put the sneakoscope near the restricted section, right, Olive?
I'm sure she was.
It's valuable information. I'm not going to lie. I did go into the restricted section, but in for a penny, in for a pound. Okay, she already knows. And to be quite frank, you did put me on a mission and then not give me any tools to accomplish it. So I did what you asked me to, and I followed Ashley Indigo, and she was in the restricted section.
Harry is looking at the headmistress, and she rolls her eyes at Harry. I know what you're thinking, Mr. Potter. I didn't say anything, headmistress.
And honestly, headmistress, I think it was actually a little bit irresponsible and a bit too much to give that mission to Olive, because you put her in a very difficult position, and it's a lot for a student to take on that and to spy on somebody when they've already been through a lot of stuff. And
Maisie, I agreed to do it. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, but she shouldn't have asked you in the first place.
Thank you for your opinion, Miss Skylar.
Does anybody want a gummy?
I'll take one.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Headmistress McGonagall waves her wand. May I?
Yeah, of course. I pulled all the hair off.
Perhaps later.
Suit yourself.
Thank you for your opinion, Miss Skylar. However, all that I asked of Miss Everglade was to make friends with Miss Indigo, and to let me know if anything strange was going on.
Well, strange things are going on, and to my credit, you didn't ask me to make friends with Miss Indigo. You asked me to make friends with Miss Indigo, and I think we all know what that means, Headmistress.
Mm-hmm.
Put an emphasis on the word, and so, I filled in the blanks for you.
Thank you, Miss Everglade.
Oh, no thanks needed. I mean, I was just doing what you asked me to.
Understood, Miss Everglade.
Oh, okay. I'll stop now.
Headmistress. I'll have another look around the tower, but I don't remember seeing any basket there, or any remnants of any basket.
We were sitting by a window. Maybe it got knocked out the window.
Maybe someone took
Or maybe
it.
the person that planted took it. Someone mean.
I think Rosie might be onto something.
But didn't everyone... I assume people got there pretty quickly.
Well, from what I understand, and from what the other teachers have told me, there were a lot of people there. It would have been easy to, well, take away any basket. Everyone was worried about the two of you.
Would they have just wanted to remove it so the evidence wouldn't have been there? Or what's the deal with the basket?
I think they wanted to piss me off. Sorry for my language.
I don't know.
Are there any type of, like, tracking spells or something?
Oh, there's loads. You pick up quite a few when you become an aura. Oh yeah.
Can we not just do like an Accio picnic
Accio
basket?
basket?
Well, you can, but if, well, the magic is weird. I think that's the easiest way to sort of describe it. If the basket isn't yours anymore, then an Accio spell won't really work.
But I stitched my name into the bottom lining of the picnic basket. Of course it's mine. It even has a bow on it.
That help?
The other basket, I think.
Well,
If I said Accio basket and got any basket, wouldn't that be pretty good headway?
What if it brought you like a laundry basket or...
Oh, I don't do laundry, so that shouldn't be a problem.
Can you not just be really specific, like Accio, the basket, the picnic basket that I prepared for
well,
Alex and Macy?
Rosie, why don't you give it a try?
Okay,
Also, can we talk about the laundry thing later? You really should do laundry.
I was pretty sure that it just did itself here.
Okay, we'll talk about it later, but...
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll do the spell. Is Accio, first year spell?
So Accio is, let's see.
Second year, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I get a +1 to that one.
You would get a +1.
Plus my relationship to the basket, which is obviously very strong. I'd say at least a +5.
I feel
It's
like
got to be a
that's-
+1 for food, right? It's food related.
So not in this case, unfortunately.
So, no relationship with my dearly beloved picnic basket.
Unfortunately not.
All right, cross your fingers and toes, everyone. I'm bad at magic. Okay, Accio picnic basket.
So, Rosie, you cast this spell. And there's like a weird feeling with your wand as you begin to cast the spell. It sort of feels like if you've ever cast a fishing line and it seems to get caught on something, like some rocks or something, and you're trying to sort of like pull the wand back, and it feels like it's sort of stuck. And unfortunately, you have failed the roll. On a 6 or lower, the spell rebounds and the caster takes a condition. Which condition do you take?
I'm gonna take injured. I'm gonna say that while I'm like forcibly pulling back, it is a fishing line, like something's caught, I just thunk myself in the head with my wand.
Rosie tries to cast the spell and...
Oh my god. Hey! So bad news. No basket. And I hit my head. Good news. I felt something, but it felt like it was like trapped. Like, have you ever eaten too much potato salad and got trapped air in your chest?
I don't think so. I've had
Have
gas.
you ever had a burp stuck in your throat?
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt like that, but magic. and a picnic basket.
Oh, well, it sounds as if the... well, it sounds as if the picnic basket is either perhaps too far away or unable to move. That's usually the only time that something like that could happen.
It's really rude because I cared a lot about that basket. I was gonna fill it with lots of snacks for my friends for their meetings. Sucks.
Very well. If we can't get this picnic basket, what do you suggest, Mr. Potter? Well, I've already run several tracking spells, but there were so many people there. It's difficult to track individuals. I'll take a look around the base of the tower. Maybe there's some bits of the picnic basket. Well, either or. And maybe I can run some sort of scrying spell for it.
Mr. Potter?
Yes?
Well, I know you were saying how tracking an individual would be rough and maybe you could track a basket, but what if Rosie recreated the exact recipe she cooked that day? Could you try to track that?
Maybe.
Rosie's cooking is really unique, so it's not like it'll send you in the direction of any other 3-layer cake, you know?
It was a really specific cake. Each layer was a different flavor with different
3-layer was, she did a different flavor.
What about the blanket?
I also hand crocheted a blanket that was also in the basket.
No,
I'd need a piece of it regardless.
Did
I have-
we use the
Wait, I
blanket?
have well, I have the yarn I used for the blanket back in my dormitory.
That won't work. Unfortunately. It has to be an actual piece of the blanket.
Okay, lame. Well, I don't have a piece of the cake because obviously I wouldn't eat the cake before I gave it to my friends. That would have been super rude.
Didn't you say something about remaking it, though?
Baby?
Like
I
you
remake
did
the
this-
cake?
No, like you did this weird thing, like, and then I told you not to be weird about the blanket, and then you said, "Oh, I can redo it or something," and
Well, you said you didn't want a 3-tier cake, so I just gave you the top tier of the cake. Oh!
no, I mean I'm talking about the blanket, the.
Yeah, I took your initials out of it.
I knew you would do something weird. I just is that still
Not
a
weird. It was commemorative to your very special Quidditch meeting. You can keep it forever.
Olive, can you help me out here?
Do you still have the initials, Rosie?
Yeah, what? This is the thread from it. Of course, it's in my pocket.
If she took it off the blanket, it's a part of it, right?
Let me see. Harry takes a look.
And just take the gummy off that.
What do you think, Headmistress? It's possible there might be some sort of loose connection, Mr. Potter, but I don't know if it will work precisely. All right. Let's see. Harry's pensive. He's looking at the yarn. And he begins to cast a spell, and he says, "Appare." No, that won't work. Perhaps, Mr. Potter, some sort of
Revelio spell?
I don't know. It would only show something that was secret. Can I hold on to this for now?
Yeah, but also the blanket was supposed to be a surprise. I don't know if that makes it a secret, but
I don't think so. But don't worry. If I can't get the right spell for it, maybe we could use a potion.
hey, I'm good at those. What kind of potion do you need?
Oh, great. Wicked. Do you, what year are you? You're the same year as, Lily, right?
Yeah, I'm a third year.
Okay.
Right.
So what we could do is we could do there's a divining potion that we could use. If we use the yarn as a catalyst for the potion, it might work. It could sort of be like a scrying spell, but the yarn might glow whenever it's close to any part of the blanket. That might be the best that we can do.
Divining potion. I'm gonna need that string back then, huh? You wanna cut it in half?
Harry sort of like looks at Lily and she smiles. Yeah. I'll tell you what. Why don't you take half and I'll take half?
Okay.
All right. Headmistress, would you mind if I use the potions room?
Oh, Mr. Potter, but you'll have to, of course, you'll have to speak with Professor Griffiths. Get permission.
Oh, thanks. Right. So, here's the plan. Rosie and I are going to head to the potions room. We're going to try to make a divination potion to try to find this blanket. And I'm also going to have a look around the base of the tower. We're going to have a look, and then, if we find anything, Rosie will let the rest of you know. All right?
What can we do?
Olive, you didn't join us last time for Hogsmeade, did you?
No, sir, no. But why?
Rosie and I are going to make a potion, and then I think, with the headmistress's permission, I think I need to call in some reinforcements.
Where are you going with this, Mr. Potter?
I've got an idea, headmistress. He's got a smirk on his face. Lily sort of leans into you, Maisie, and she says, "Whenever Dad has that smirk on his face, usually something blows up."
In a good way.
Is there a good way?
I hope so.
All right. Come on, Rosie. We're going to make a potion.
Okay, sounds good.
Wait. What did you ask me about Hogsmeade for? What am I supposed to do?
I think it would be a good idea if you figured out what your favorite drink is.
Okay, I can do that.
Brilliant.
When do you need this done by, Mr. Potter, sir?
Well, divination potion shouldn't take too long. What do you think?
Like milk? Milk.
Milk is your favorite drink?
Yeah, it's creamy milk, though, not watery milk.
I like apple juice.
I like apple juice.
Coffee.
Sometimes.
Coffee. If you're asking, it's coffee.
Is butterbeer an option, or?
No.
Right, of course.
Understood.
All right.
What about a honey in the milk?
Come on, Rosie. We've got a potion to make.
Okay. On my way.
And Harry and Rosie rush off. The headmistress looks at the rest of you, and she says, I want you all to know that I'm very glad that you're all right. I feel like well, I feel like I've let you down, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it's the best of the worst situation, because, I mean, if it was going to happen to anyone, we are well practiced at
It's true, they picked a
bad
good
things
group.
happen. Yeah, so...
Not that that makes
we
it okay or anything, obviously.
But we'll
Yeah.
find them. So, if anyone in the school can find them, it's going to be us. And, of course, Mr. Harry Potter and you.
Shuffle a little closer to Maisie.
What?
I'm just here.
The headmistress looks at all of you again, and she says, you all remind me of, well, there were a group of students many years ago now. They were very close friends. They had gone through many troubling times. They were reckless. They were curious. And they were
Hungry.
Rosie has left with Harry.
Oh, never mind.
You just hear Rosie screaming down the hallway. And they were some of the bravest students that I ever had. And I wish nothing more for you. Than complete and total peacefulness. But somehow I know there's always some students that have things a little bit harder. There's some students that don't take the easy road. They go through a much harsher journey, and they learn much on that journey.
but it is dangerous. They never ask for that journey, but somehow they always wind up on that path. I urge caution. And I also urge you to be brave. When things are dark, when things are scary, you'll find that your friends, the ones that stick with you, will always be there and supporting you. They'll always be there when you need them. Now, why don't you get ready? I'm sure when Mr. Porter and Miss Earthcloud are finished, you'll have quite the night. Thank you for speaking on this again. I know it is difficult. And remember, Miss Everglade, take good care of that device.
Of course. The best care. Promise.
She smiles.
You'd better get going.
Night, Headmistress.
Good evening.
And Olive's gonna turn and walk out.
I follow Olive.
Yeah, me too.
Barney is sort of looking around, and he leans into you, Alex, and he says, "See, I told you weren't going to get expelled."
Right. We should head back to the tower. Ravenclaw Tower.
Right. So, do you think Harry Potter likes apple juice?
Probably.
They begin to walk out. Maisie, are you following the group?
Yeah, I went out after Olive. Without saying anything.
The door closes and you all head out. Barney and Alex begin to head towards the Ravenclaw Tower. The Gryffindors, where are you headed?
I think Olive would head back to the dormitory to read that very, very thick manual that Headmistress McGonagall gave her. She wants to really not mess this up, being trusted with this device.
Okay. Clem, Maisie, are you following?
I'm following Olive, yeah.
Follow. Yeah.
Okay. You head back to the Gryffindor common room. Rosie, you and Harry are heading to the potions room. So, Rosie, Lily says that you really like to cook and things.
Yeah, I think that's why I'm so good at potions. It's like cooking, but dangerous and magical.
Cooking can be dangerous and magical.
Yeah, that's what I'm I'm trying to incorporate when I graduate. I want there to be more magical cooking that involve potions, because right now apparently that's illegal.
I had to do a lot of cooking for my family when I was little.
Did you?
Yeah. Well, my Aunt Petunia, she didn't really like to cook very much. And, well, my cousin Dudley, he was, well...
Hungry?
Yes, very hungry. Often. And,
How old were you when you got to use the stove?
Don't know. Maybe 8 or 9?
That's so cool. I wasn't allowed to touch the stove until like 2 years ago.
So now you cook a lot?
Yeah, I work in the kitchens on the weekends.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And then when I'm not in the kitchens, I'm making a potion. Or eating. Or all of them at the same time. Which has resulted in accidents, now that I think about it.
What kind of accidents?
Small ones. You know, like explosions and like, you know, just like casual stuff. I put a whole chocolate cake in a potion once, so.
How did you get it to fit?
I crumbled it up.
Oh, right. I thought there was some sort of magical blender spell that I didn't know.
If there is, I would love to know it. I'm sure Lottie knows one. She knows everything, so.
Lottie works in the kitchen.
Yeah, she's the head chef and she knows everything. I think her brain is probably as large as my appetite. Maybe bigger.
Oh. That's wicked. Do you make a lot of these, accidents often? Or?
No. My friends are, pretty good at making sure I'm not doing things I shouldn't be doing. They have anxiety.
He looks at you kind of like out of the corner of his eye.
I felt like I always had at least one friend that would try to make sure that I wasn't going where I was supposed to be going.
Because they were nervous?
Very nervous.
Yeah. I have like at least 2 of those.
You might say neurotic. Just like a touch though.
Were you like always getting into trouble?
Always is a harsh... Yes.
I can't relate. Me and my group clearly don't do that ever. No explosions. No danger.
Well... I don't know if that's exactly true, but...
No, it was a lie.
I would say that, as far as what I'm going to tell Mrs. Potter, you are correct.
Okay.
I think that's better for all of us.
We are very well behaved and never do what we're not supposed to. That'd be terrible.
Right.
Is this potion that we're gonna do like super hard, or is it like
It's
Jill?
It's
I
kind
looked
of
it up.
challenging.
I couldn't find it.
It's sort of challenging. It's usually a bit, well, more advanced than your current level of, well, your year.
Mm-hmm. But it's probably your year, you know what I mean? Because you graduated, so.
I don't know what that means.
Like, you're advanced enough for the potion. Probably. So together we're probably fine.
I should probably tell you I wasn't exactly the best at potions most years.
Okay, so I got it.
I've gotten a lot better.
No, I got it. It's fine. You don't. Yeah, I got it. I'm super good at potions, so it'll be fine. I have tons. I have tons of them. I got this fire protection potion, and this dragon tonic. This one only kind of works, so I don't even know what that would do. This one's an extra special dragon tonic. See, it's so good at glitters. I have a cure for boils, but only some of the boils.
I accidentally made my aunt blow up.
With a potion?
No. It was food related, though.
Ah, cool. You'll have to teach me how to do that. Because next time, if somebody steals my picnic basket, they'll eat the dummy cake, and the dummy cake will make them blow up. And then we'll know who ate the cake. Booby trap.
You should
Classic.
really work with my friend Ron.
Is he a chef?
No.
Okay, so not really what I mean. Does he do potions?
No.
Okay. Yoga.
He seems to think about it for a second.
I don't think so.
I'm not getting the correlation. Why would I work with Ron? Same
You have
vibe.
some really good ideas.
Cool. Hey, that's super nice. Thanks. I'm going to write that on my hand so later at night when I can't sleep, because I'm thinking about the 3-tiered cake, then I'll have some positive thoughts.
Oh, Professor Griffiths! Professor Griffiths! Harry begins to talk to the professor as the two of you head into the potions classroom to do some work. Rosie, could you please make...
Uh-huh.
We're gonna need a potions roll here.
So a mind roll. But my specialties in potions, and I've never gotten to use my +1 because we don't normally make potions, so do I get to use that?
You do your +1, absolutely. However, this is 2 years higher than you, unfortunately.
Okay. That's fine. Would you also say that I would be using my relationship with Harry Potter?
Definitely.
So I'm going to give myself an even 0 then.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna put in the final ingredient and do the last turns. And that's 4.
Mm-hmm. How do you think this potion goes wrong, Rosie?
I think I'm not sure what ingredients are going into it. I'm just gonna imagine that as I'm sprinkling the last ingredient, it tickles my nose and I sneeze directly into the potion and the potion explodes back in my face. Like a reverse sneeze.
There's a horrible sort of mucusy viscosity to this potion as you and Harry Potter are both covered in some sort of snot-like goo.
Oh, dude, this blows. What is this?
I think maybe you discovered a snot potion.
Ah, I discovered it? That's so cool. I'm writing that one on my hand too. Oh, I'm just gonna wipe my hand on the back of Harry Potter. Snot potion.
Thanks.
And that is where we're going to take our break. We're going to take a little bit of a break here, folks. If you haven't done so, please make sure you're following all of these wonderful people. You can head on over to tablestory.tv/WAW to follow them in all of the places. It's also a place where you can download the system for free. Go check it out. And you can come on over to our Discord and find some people that might be interested in playing. I've seen a lot of people looking for groups for Witchcraft and Wizardry and GMs and stuff. So go check it out. Come hang out on Discord. There's a lot of like-minded people there that are looking for groups. They're looking for places to chat about the shows and things that we do. Go check it out. please, first and foremost, make sure you're following all these wonderful people. And if you have yourself a Prime Gaming sub that you haven't used yet, consider throwing it their way. Get yourself some emotes. Support these lovely people. And make sure you're following us here on Table Story, twitch.tv/Table Story, and Table Story on YouTube. And if you missed it, there was a little cast announcement thing going on for a new show that's coming up before the show started. Might be coming up on the break again, so stay tuned for more Witchcraft and Wizardry. We'll be back in just a little bit. Hang tight. We return as we see Harry Potter and Rosie leaving the potions classroom probably a bit later than expected. Harry's looking at you, Rosie, and he says, all right, perhaps we don't mention the snot potion.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that. Why?
Well, I feel like if that is mentioned, then there will be significant backlash for me trying to assist you with the potion.
What if we just tried again one more time before we left?
I think maybe the yarn is not really there anymore.
Okay.
There's really only like a strand left, and I don't think that's enough.
Okay, it's fine. Snot never happened. Everything is fine. The potion was successful, but not successful enough.
Sure. We can say that, it only glowed a little bit, and it wasn't really enough to see unless it was really dark.
Okay. What if we say it didn't glow at all?
Better.
Yeah, because otherwise they'll ask questions, and I can't lie to them. I'm really bad at it.
Right. Okay. That'll work. So.
But now.
Alright. Why don't I give you some time to get changed if you want to? And, I just need to make a call.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's fine. I'll just hose off. There's a sink over there.
Like the potion sink?
Yeah.
Alright. Do you, if you want, I can help. I mean, with a spell.
Oh, so that I don't have to touch any water?
Do you not like water?
I don't even like the word.
Oh. Why?
I almost drowned last year, so I don't want to talk about it. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
I don't think you drowned me. It's fine. Totally fine. What's the spell?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Harry waves his wand, and you see like this, the air sort of flutter a bit, and your, any like crumbs and things that you had on your clothes, just start to, fly off.
I was saving for later.
and your clothes sort of flutter, and like little bits of dust and dirt and things sort of fly off and leave your clothing. Yeah.
What's that one called?
Oh, well,
I'd like to learn it.
sure. It's a Scourgify.
Okay. Scourgify.
You learn
Got
it
it.
next year.
Cool.
It's a charm.
Yeah, couldn't come quick enough.
I'm sorry if I, made you freak out or anything.
No. I mean, if you had dunked me in a bottle of water, then it would have been a little different, but I think we're fine. Just snot. Snot I don't mind at all. I actually prefer it to water, so.
Well, it's not a problem.
Okay. That was pretty good. I'll give you that one. It was pretty good. It's pretty bad, but it was pretty good.
Sorry, I
Mr.
think I've
Potter.
been hanging out with Ron too much.
The one that I remind you of?
A little bit, yeah.
Doesn't say good things about my jokes. It doesn't mean.
I think they're pretty funny.
Don't forget, you've got to call, like, the police or something. You were calling someone.
Right. Reinforcements. All right, well, I will meet you outside the headmistress's office.
Okay, I will walk to the headmistress's office. Can I walk really slowly to see who he calls?
Sure. You want to sort of snoop?
Yeah.
No problem. Yeah, Harry is actually going to start walking, and it looks like he is headed for an exit outside the school. Do you follow him?
I'm gonna start walking in the other direction, and then I'm gonna start walking backwards towards him, just like to give
Sure.
the illusion I'm still leaving.
Why don't you give me a quick inquire roll?
About that. I am injured.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Well, with my relationship with Harry Potter, of course.
Definitely.
Nice. Super strong.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and assume I like walk backwards into a suit of armor.
That's exactly what happens. Clang. Armor falls. Harry turns around.
You all right?
Don't touch me like that ever again. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm gonna get up and leave.
You rush off.
She really is like Ron.
And he begins to walk out. Meanwhile, the rest of you have gotten yourselves prepared. I can assume that unless you're doing anything strange before this meeting, is anybody trying to do anything special before this happens?
Well, I mentioned it earlier, but Olive's just gonna spend that time reading the manual, which I don't know how that works with in-game mechanics. I just wanted to make sure that as a character, she knew what she was doing.
It's definitely, you see, the manual's intimidating as heck. It's several hundred pages, you know, and it's not an easy read. It's like trying to read any sort of complex manual for any sort of strange device that you may have purchased online. There's probably a few different languages. This product in particular is created by This is a Flourish and Blots product. Now, you would know them as normally supplying books. That is where you picked up most of your books for school. However, they do have a few items here and there that are usually related to information in some capacity that they sell throughout their stores. And this is... do you skim it? Do you just kind of start reading from page 1, or what do you do?
I think Olive definitely wouldn't skim it. She would look at like the table of contents and see if there's a chapter that seems... I feel like there's probably like a foreword and 1 or 2 chapters that are the history and like the lead up to things, you know? So she would basically pick a chapter that seems the most efficient use of her time to start reading thoroughly.
Okay. Give me a... I think I'm gonna need... I think read between the lines.
Okay, fingers crossed.
It's a heart roll. Okay. Just reading the table of contents takes you way longer than you anticipated. There's a very long table of contents, and it goes into detail as to how to properly maintain your observatorium. And it is... there's probably a lot on maintenance and like what oils to use. There's also like a small section on basic device use, which you probably turn to right away. And when you get there, it is not basic at all. There is detailed information on making sure that the lenses line up correctly. It's in focus. You have basically turned several of the bits on the device counterclockwise or clockwise, a few different turns depending on what kind of curse it might be. And then there's a whole section in the book on different kinds of curses and what this device can help you detect. And you leave a little overwhelmed.
Got it. Okay.
By this time, Clem and Maisie, you have gotten ready. You see Olive looking a bit worn out as she's reading this massive book.
Are
you okay?
Are you okay, Olive?
Why are there so many words in this book? Why? Why?
Maybe we
why
could
can't
read
they
it.
just say, here is how you use it. Enjoy. Thanks for reading.
Maybe if we read it out loud, it might make more sense. Like, Clem, you're good with words.
I mean,
like, right?
If
Written
you can
ones.
make heads or tails of it, be my guest. I got about as far as focusing the lenses and understanding how many chapters are in the book itself, and that's all I can think about now.
Okay.
It's a lot.
Why don't I take a look and see if maybe I can skim and get some more information out?
Yes, please. Thank
What
you.
did McGonagall say about it when she gave it to you?
Be very careful with it. Take good care of it. A lot of the dialogue was mostly focused on the presumption that I might not take good care of it or might break it. So we didn't take too much time to discuss how to actually use it.
Did she tell you what it was? What it does?
It was, oh goodness. The name of it was, Investigatorium, I think? Something like that?
It does say that on the book.
I think you see Olive kind of like turn her head to check the book and go, that's what the book says, yes. And as far as what it does, the Investigatorium has many uses, first of which we will cover in chapter 1 of the book. And I think she kind of trails off, just repeating, like, you can tell she tried reading this sentence over and over and over.
Can I try a hand at reading it, Whack?
You can. I mean, regardless, this is a long book.
Yeah.
You can read between the lines and maybe suggest where to start.
Okay. Well. Wow.
You see what I mean, don't you?
Yeah, this is a nightmare. I don't know how you're... how long have you been doing this already? How did you do that for so long?
How long have I been alive for? That's how long it feels.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe it. Well, I'm sure that we can figure this out together, right? All of our heads.
Worst case scenario. We wing it, you know? What's the worst that could happen?
Lily sort of...
Definitely not breaking it.
Lily,
taking care of it.
Lily sort of comes up to you and she says, "Oh, is that the book that Headmistress McGonagall gave to you for that? What did she call it?"
It's an investigatorium. I think you're supposed to use it to, like, see forms of magic and curses and things like that. But unfortunately, I can't confirm that because I can't get past chapter 1 of the book.
To be fair, it's a lot.
Can I roll an I read about that to see if I know that I won't have read about the thing itself, but if I have some knowledge of like how to approach this, like have I understood a way, like a logical way of deciphering this text, or like how to split it up, or how, like, something like that?
I don't think you could with an I read about that. You can make an I read about that and ask me questions from that list if you'd like.
Okay, I'll do that then. Is this with Olive relationship? Is this
no
with history of magic?
You are a pureblood. I would think that you can add a 1 to the roll.
History of magic is my favorite class, I swears.
It wouldn't be history of magic though. It would be a
I'll
plus
take the
1
plus
from.
one.
It would be a plus 1 though for the pureblood.
I will take the plus.
Okay, you can ask me 2 questions from the I read about that list.
Who do I know that's related to it?
You saw, I think someone probably pick one up in Flourish and Blots. My guess, probably when you went to get your books this year, you saw somebody using one in the store. They were sort of looking at it. It was a parent and child. I think maybe a first-year student picked it up, and you heard them sort of talking about it, and you heard the name before.
Okay. What does it do?
It is a... it's basically a way to tell if something has been cursed. That's the basic use for it. It's a very sensitive device, and it is pretty expensive from what you remember. The conversation with the first year and their parents probably went something like, no, put that back down.
Okay. Olive, I think I saw one of these.
Do you know how to use it?
I don't think so. But I think I know why McGonagall was asking you to be careful. Like, these are really expensive.
Like
really expensive.
Like 5 galleons expensive, or
No, like the best broom I know kind of expensive.
What's the best broom? You know, what kind of expensive is that?
Well, I mean, it depends it depends which theory you just subscribe to, really, because, I mean, we could go over to, look, again, that makes us a transfer... What?
An estimate.
High hundreds, maybe thousands. I don't know. It's just a lot. It's,
Most expensive broom that you've probably seen, Maisie, is probably about 500 galleons.
It's just a lot. Like, like there was this woman, and her son picked it up, and she was like, "Put that down!" Like, Peter, put that down! You're gonna break it! And it was like, I think it was like, just a lot of money. But it's about curses.
Well, yeah. Remember the under the table.
What?
The rune. Under the table.
Oh. Wait, what? Wait, what?
Someone carved a rune into the swath table in the Great Hall. It was a curse. It was a trap. Remember when I had everyone rush off and we left and looked for somewhere secure to talk? That was...
Of course. Why... Did you have the investigatorium then?
No. It was when I went to speak to her after that she trusted me with it. So I think she probably just saw that we're coming into contact with quite a bit of curses this year, and she thought it might come in handy.
Is the rune still there?
Oh, I don't know. I would be very careful, though. I don't think we should take that lightly.
Well, maybe we should go and take the investigatorium back to the table and have a look with it and see if it, like, I don't know, like, lights up or something. We don't have to say anything near it, you know, just in case. Wait, what if the rune was connected to...
I just don't want whoever did the rune to see us using the investigatorium on it, and then they know we have it, and...
Olive, did you tell the headmistress and Mr. Potter about the rune?
Is there a roll I can do to remember if I said that or not?
I don't think you did.
I know that the headmistress knows because that's why she gave you the investigatorium, but maybe it's linked to what happened. Like, why would somebody put a rune on our table and then we are the ones who get attacked in the tower, and maybe it's important.
We're gonna see Mr. Potter again, right? So we can just tell him as soon as we see him?
We were supposed to go see him, like, now.
Oh, yeah. So
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he and Rosie had luck with the potion, and maybe they'll have figured it out by the time we get there.
Maybe. Maybe.
I'll follow you, Lily.
All right. And don't worry about my dad. He's really... He's a bit of a goofball. I mean, you don't really have to be scared of him or anything.
Who are you talking to?
No one in particular.
You thought I was scared?
No.
Did I seem Maisie, did I seem scared?
I wouldn't say scared exactly.
I thought I was keeping cool and collected, and
No, you're doing great.
you looked scared.
No, you didn't look scared. You looked, yeah, I don't know what the word is. You looked, like excited and,
I was going for nonchalant.
I don't think you looked that.
Oh, I thought I looked casual. Or how do you look casual and nonchalant?
Well, don't ask me, I don't know.
I think you just act like you don't really care, you know? Just like, sup, Mr. Potter? You know? I don't care that you're investigating whatever, or that you're a great golf player. Who cares, you
He
know?
doesn't really play golf.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wait, is nonchalance like that you don't care?
It's like super laid back. It's like you're not worried about anything. You're not stressing it. You're just cool.
You do realize who you're asking. How to do that too, right? Look at us!
You're like the coolest people I know.
That's very sweet, but have you seen my bucket of crabs?
I thought that was a really cool coping mechanism.
Thank you for saying it is a coping mechanism.
I thought it was cool.
Well, if you think it's cool, then I guess it is cool. So I'm going to keep using it. Listen, I highly doubt that Mr. Potter noticed very much of the overflow of your crab bucket, so I think it's okay.
You keep saying that. What exactly do you mean by crab bucket?
Well, you know, when you're, like, you have a big test coming up, or you have to, your like, parent says, like, we have to talk, or something like that, and then you're filled with anxiety, and it feels like you're a bucket filled with crabs, just crabs scuttling all over each other, like 400 crabs. You know?
Oh, it sounds horrible.
You've never just okay. Well, that's cool.
No, I've just never imagined it like that. Is that?
Oh,
Do you think about that every time?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And actually, the visual kind of helps because then I can think about how do I just dump the crab bucket, you know? You just pick up the bucket and chuck it. You know what I mean?
You chuck the crab bucket.
You chuck the crab bucket, yeah.
See? I think that's cool.
Thanks. Also, I wouldn't worry too much about how Mr. Potter interpreted your nonchalance, because he asked for you personally and was like, "Hey, Olive, what you doing later?"
That's true. Maybe he'll teach us some defensive spells or some of the stuff that he learned when he was our age at Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Does he teach you stuff, Lil?
She looks at all of you and she says,
Sort of. He's mainly taught me, like, little bits about Hogwarts. He's told a lot of stories, but he's always said that he's never really been a good teacher, and that the professors at Hogwarts usually know a lot better than he does. Sorry.
I kind of pictured it being like getting private dueling lessons and learning how to cast a Patronus when you were, you know, just in nappies or something.
Well, I've asked Dad about that. I've asked Albus and James, and well, they said you'll see. I don't know what that means.
That sounds ominous.
Right?
Yeah.
I will say, it sounds like your brothers are really good at being nonchalant, though, because that's a really cool thing to say.
Yeah. Keeping the crabs close to their chest.
I feel like a little bit like some of those crabs have escaped my bucket.
Oh, that's okay. We can just chuck it. Get it?
Oh. Alright, well, let's go then.
Okay.
and out you go. Alex.
Uh-huh.
Barney has been frantically just throwing stuff in the room. It's going everywhere. And you hear him sort of, making like noises. He doesn't have his wand to his neck to cast the spell, but he's digging through his trunk. Clothes are being launched onto the bed.
I just clear anything that lands on my bed, I just kind of clear it off and fold it on his bed for him. And like, I don't take very long. I just change into something else.
Okay.
I just sit in my bed and hey, find what you're looking for, Barney.
He looks back at you. He's just sweating.
He
puts his hands up, shrugs his shoulders.
Did you pay attention to where you put your wand down before you started throwing everything around, or?
He shakes his head.
Okay. Yep. This again. Okay. Right. Well, you figure out you pick out your outfit. I'd say something a little warm. But don't worry about it too much. I'll find your wand for you. I think you came in. You threw your robe off over there? I started going back through the pile of clothes and unfolding the ones I folded and searching through for his wand.
Sure. After a little bit of time, digging through some of the clothes, you find his wand on the bed. Barney has put on what you would perceive to be fine dress robes. He looks like he's ready to go to some sort of like really fancy dinner.
Yep. Okay, I found your wand, but I don't want to touch it. But it's there.
He goes to pick it up.
Okay.
Do you think this is okay?
Well, the fine, okay.
Okay.
Do you mean like normal people okay, or like me okay?
I don't know what that means, Alex. You're fine.
Exactly.
What?
Maybe that jumper you had that you said was super comfy.
My jumper?
Yeah, and those jeans you were like, oh, they're super warm. These are warm jeans or something centers you had.
You think it's okay to wear jeans when Harry Potter is going to take us to Hogsmeade? Is that fine?
Yes. Yeah. Well, when from the little bit that I've met with him, he doesn't seem like a dress robes kind of person. He seems sort of like a
Do you think it's all business? And like, if maybe he's going to take us to some sort of like, you know.
Right, so you'll want to wear casual clothes so you blend in and don't draw attention to us. And I think the dress robes are a bit eye-catching. You look very dashing in your dress robes, so just something a bit more casual.
But Rosie's gonna be there too.
Right. Well, I
Shouldn't
feel like
wear this one? Like, you know,
do you know what you should do? Bring a scarf.
Right, scarf.
Because then if Rosie gets cold, you can give her your scarf.
Wow, Alex, you've gotten really good at this.
No, I saw that on the TV back when I was living the Muggle life once. That happened on a show or a movie.
I don't really know what that means, but I'll trust your judgment.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
So
Scarf and dress robes.
Yeah, TVs and movies are how Muggles learn to navigate social life, which is weird because it's not real. But anyway.
How do I look?
Yes. Scarf and casual clothes.
Not scarf and dress robes?
No. Scarf and casual clothes. Yeah.
Barney starts to take off all the stuff, starts changing.
Yeah, and what else could you do? So that you give scarves, because that's nice, and then you can buy her a drink.
Like an apple juice?
Or whatever Rosie's drink is. So just when we get in there, you can sit down and say, Rosie, can I
don't
buy
know what
you a
Rosie's drink is.
Hey, so you just ask, can I buy you a drink? And then she'll say, oh!
What's happened to your voice?
It's my Rosie impression. Is it not good?
It sounded like it hurt.
In a little bit, but let me get it's good fun. You give me your scarf. I like you. Is that? That's all I'll go.
I don't know if that's what Rosie sounds like, but thank you for the attempt.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just. But Are we ready?
Anyway, look.
Yeah.
Barney has dressed into what you suggested, just jeans and a jumper. Now, just to translate, a jumper
sweater
is a sweater in the U.S. here.
Yeah, and then you can bring a coat or some robes just to beat the wind, and I think perfect, casual, incognito, but still dashing.
Like I'm fast?
No, like, why do they call it dashing? You don't look fast when you look good. Do you? Barney, do I look fast?
I've seen you run away before. It's pretty fast.
Right.
And when you brought the flowers to Maisie, you were really fast.
Right. So I'm dashing?
You're very dashing.
We're dashing. Well, we should dash on over to meet everyone. I feel a little weird, Barney, about something. I don't know why.
What do you mean?
I didn't know. Did you? When we were going to make headmistresses and we were in there and everything. Did any interaction seem strange to you, or?
Well, I mean, it seemed like excuse me. It seemed like you mean with the headmistress? I mean, it seemed like she was.
No, not the headmistress. Maybe other people.
Oh, anything
seems strange. I don't know. Anyone really? If you noticed anything.
I mean, I was a little
preoccupied, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, you're starstruck, maybe even. Yeah.
I mean, with Harry Potter.
Right. Nothing's to tell. Okay, I can just.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I feel like I want to spend a lot of more time inside my head than outside my head anyway, so I can just walk around in there and see if I can figure it out. Maybe I'll find. Can you, when we go to Hogsmeade, can you pay attention as best you can? Just so you can catch anything.
Alex, I'm sure everything's fine. I'll keep an eye out, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Come on, we should get going.
Right, yeah.
And off you go. We see our group. Rosie has been waiting for a little bit of time now, just outside the headmistress's office. Rosie, you see the Gryffindors approaching first.
Hey!
Hi. Hi.
I was unsuccessful in the potion making. I made it, but it didn't work. So.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
What didn't work about it?
It just didn't even glow. So we think maybe it wasn't attached to the blanket or something.
Oh. Like maybe it was like a different thread altogether or something.
If you promise not to tell any of the adults, I actually just ruined the potion by sneezing into it. And Harry Potter said that maybe if we tell other people that, he won't be allowed to help us anymore. So...
Okay.
I got covered in snot.
Wait, does that mean that the potion could still work if you did another one, though?
We only have like a tiny thread left, and Harold said that it probably wasn't enough magical substance to be used, so we just left it alone.
Okay.
Back to square one.
Yeah. It's not what I wanted to happen.
Yeah. What are we doing now? Does anyone know?
We're waiting. He had to call backup. I tried to listen to who that would be by walking backwards and not alerting him to my presence and eavesdropping on the phone call, but I ran into a suit of armor. And then I yelled at the suit of armor, and then I left.
Okay.
I tried.
That was a good attempt.
Thanks. I said, don't touch me like that ever again, and then left, so he would think that the suit of armor was possessed or something.
Smart.
Yeah. He also said I was a lot like his friend Ron. So.
Oh.
Is that a bad thing?
Ron?
Well, it's my Uncle Ron.
We met Ron, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Wasn't he the one wearing the weird mask?
Yeah.
Weird mask.
Yeah, he was like wearing a mask so people wouldn't recognize him or something. I don't know, but I'm kind of concerned that it was actually an insult and not a compliment.
Oh, I mean, that's his friend, so it means you remind him of a friend. So he thinks of you as a friend of his. So you're friends with Harry Potter, is what I get from that.
So I was just thinking that maybe like he does like some stupid stuff, and that's why he was saying that I remind him of that. And I was like, hippopotamus, that's not nice.
Hippopotamus?
What's his name? Harold Pottermus?
My Uncle Ron is great.
Harry Potter.
Oh. Hippopotamus. It's like the same thing. Your Uncle Ron's great? He's your uncle! Cool! So if you're related, he must be great.
He's...
You know, like how Lily's surname is Potter?
Yeah.
And he's Lily's dad?
I just learned that Lily's last name was Potter like a month ago, I think.
Oh.
I have trouble with names, remember? Good with food, bad with names.
I shrug at Lily. I tried.
Names are just serial numbers given to us by the government, everyone. Like, your favorite food is more important.
But didn't your parents give you your name?
Yeah, but because the government requires it.
Well,
Does the government require names?
Yeah. And then they give you a little number.
What does cereal have to do with number?
wait,
I
Rosie.
could go for a bowl of Cheerios, though. What?
If you feel like our names are, you know, forced upon us because of government, what would you want your name to be if you chose
I'd
it?
rather be notified by touch that you'd like to speak to me.
I'm sorry, what?
You know, like a gentle touch on the shoulder.
So, like, if someone needed something from you, you just would want us to silently come up to you, put a gentle hand on your shoulder, and then say, "Can I get more potatoes, please?"
Absolutely. I think there's so much energy in a touch, you know?
Okay.
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 I will work on that then.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, but like
how
it's
do we
okay. Like I
refer to you?
understand how society requires names. It's fine. I'm not mad if you call me my name.
But okay, well then how would you like us to say if I'm talking to Olive and I'm like, "Oh, Rosie the other day said this." How do I just touch her on the shoulder really gently and then said this the other day? Like, is your name the gesture?
Maybe you could come up with like a cool like hand signal instead of my name.
Okay, so like,
Down with the man. That's a cool one. Yeah.
okay. But it feels very aggressive and like kind of loud.
Yeah, maybe something more
Wait.
flowy.
What
Okay.
if we're like in a life or death situation and we can't talk because we have to be quiet?
Yeah, I would prefer then that you go, woo! And then I'll respond.
But it would kill me in that situation.
If we had to
though.
be quiet, yeah.
If it was quiet.
Well,
But I
if
mean,
it's
if it was
quiet,
also
then
quiet,
you
I
should be
guess you
using
can't
the
say anything.
sign. You should
Yeah.
be using the sign.
Okay,
But
so
fine.
we'll do this.
Clapping in it.
We'll do this. This is
Yeah, we'll do this.
Rosie. This is. Okay.
It looks too much like water. Can we do
sort
spirit
of
fingers
looks
instead?
like you're casting a spell without a wand.
Okay. This. Do you want
Fingers out to
jazz
the side
hands
so
or
it doesn't
just-
look like rain.
Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect.
You're looking very nice today.
Thank you so much.
You can still call me
Like a
Clem.
clementine. Get it?
Yeah. Do you eat a clementine like an apple though?
Are you supposed to eat it another way?
You're supposed to peel it. It has
Barney
a
and
skin
Alex
that you have to peel
start
off.
walking into this conversation.
Do you eat the peel?
Do you eat the peel?
Eat
Hey.
the peel.
I heard
Yeah.
it's quite good for you actually to eat the peel.
It's got all the vitamins and minerals, just like in an apple, are in the skin of the fruit. So you should be eating the peel of your oranges.
What would my hand gesture be?
Like an olive.
What do we do for Maisie then? She doesn't have a food name.
It's a quidditch. It's a broom.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And
Alex.
Alex. That
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Lily.
Very
Like
studious.
glasses?
Like glasses. I just feel like Lily's always in the zone.
You know that there is like sign language, right?
Well, but
Yeah.
other people know that, and we would only know this.
Right. Okay.
It's like group specific sign language.
Got
We
it.
could make up like our own names to go with it as well, and then it wouldn't be like a government name. It would be like our names and our gestures, and then we could have like a physical name and a touch name, and we could have our own name too.
No, I love that.
Yeah.
Because it's
that's a
not
good
required
idea.
by the government. We made it up ourselves. It feels very more like, natural.
Yeah.
Wait, so what would your made up name be, Maisie?
Maybe I'd just roar like a lion, like.
Yeah, go for it. Let it out.
I'm sorry. How do I spell that?
Go ahead.
I don't know. RWJAWAWRRJAR.
I think I'm going to stick to.
I think that's a city in Wales.
Oh,
Oh.
I don't know
There's
how
a
to
city in a
pronounce it
whale?
though.
There's a city and a whale.
you pronounce it like.
You should live there.
So, does, do we know when,
Don't you think Barney looks dashing?
what?
Dashing.
Yeah, nice jeans, Barney.
Were we supposed to dress up?
I took the snot off my outfit.
No, I think he looks casual and dashing. Like, casually dashing or dashingly casual. I'm not sure which.
Or maybe both.
Bit of both. And cozy.
That's a good collection of
Do you have fuzzy
words.
socks on under there? Is that why you're so cozy?
He has a scarf and everything. Oh, Rosie, you don't have a scarf. Your neck might get cold.
Nah, my hair, it just tickles right here, which keeps me warm.
Okay. Yeah, just
The constant irritation keeps you warm.
It's just a reminder.
Oh.
okay.
You look nice too, Alex.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Does that mean Barney can run fast?
See, that's what I was thinking.
The word dashing is very confusing.
You've always looked
Right.
like you can run really fast too, Rosie.
What? Really?
You
Yeah.
have like a
I can't. No, I can't run.
gazelle like.
Is it because my
grace?
legs are long? Is it because I'm long and lanky like a piece of spaghetti?
Not like a piece of spaghetti, like a
Like a Twizzler.
gazelle.
But you're really strong because of yoga, so I think you could run really far.
Right.
I just fall a lot.
See, that's my problem too. I can run really fast, but
It's just that, but
it's
then
not
gravity
controlled.
intervenes.
Yeah, and
it's
then
just-
you fall on your face
it's
and maybe
sort
get
of
swallowed by a
raw
shadow
power.
in front of you, and
Exactly.
yeah, just
Alex.
terrible things happen.
Wait,
Yep.
Yeah.
wait, what?
Huh?
What?
Running isn't fun. People fall
What?
over. That's what I'm saying. When?
You get sweaty?
Yeah.
And Maisie gets swallowed by a shadow. That's what you said.
Did I?
Did you say that?
Did I say that, Rosie?
I don't know. I was talking over you. It was an
Oh,
accident. I'm
did
sorry.
I say that?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Do you have
that's why-
nightmares?
Do you have nightmares, Macy?
No, Alex. Do you have nightmares?
Am I gonna get fallen into a shadow?
No, you
Because
already
you
did.
went running.
did. No, that's why I don't run anymore. Or something. Where's
Because
the
I-
water?
Did get
Hippopotamus!
Is that supposed to be me?
Yes. Hi. Well, let's try. And we're off.
So just checking. You all have
Yeah?
your Hogsmeade permission slips?
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
I've never removed it from my cloak once.
Yep, we all have them.
Yep. Every single person here has them.
All of us. Mhm.
Lead the way. We're ready to go.
Who would like to
I
make me a
grabbed- I
I
convince
put my
roll?
hand over. I'm gonna put my hand over Clem's mouth.
I feel
What-
like
what
I'm gonna
roll?
need it. I'm
What's
gonna
that?
need a convince roll from either Maisie or from Rosie. You can get a plus. You will add your relationship, either or.
Relationship with Rosie?
With Clem.
What's the likelihood of you doing well?
Are you talking to me? I have a +2 to heart.
Okay, well, you're gonna do better than me.
Okay. We're gonna do it.
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, well then, let's go.
Yep. Off. I start just walking. Don't
I
even
just,
know if I'm
like,
going the right direction.
squeeze.
Just like, yeah, and this way.
Squeeze Clem's hand.
I've got the other hand.
So, Swaff begins to walk along the path to head to Hogsmeade. Several students notice as you're leaving the school, basically with Harry Potter. Lots of students are meandering around the halls. There's lots of chatter going on. And Harry is just, excuse me. Hi, nice to meet you. Hi.
I'm in Harry's shadow. Just like I can hide there.
Hi.
And
Hi. Yeah, just here to do little bit of an investigation. All right. Just here on ministry business. Okay. Just follow. Try not to talk too much to everyone. All right.
Yes, Mr.
Okay.
Potter.
Okay, Alex, that's probably a little too close.
Okay, I can
Maybe
back up a little bit.
one step back.
One
That's
step
probably
back.
fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Is this okay?
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
All right. So, few things. First of all, it's nice to have everyone here. You know, Lily talks about all of you, all the time. Dad,
Mm-hmm.
don't embarrass me. What? I'm just trying to say that you know, that they're your friends, that's all. Sorry. Anyway, it's nice to have you all here, this time. So, I'm curious, how many of you, well, how many of you have been to Hogsmeade before? I know Olive wasn't able to make it last time, right? And you've never had the opportunity to go to Hogsmeade, right, Olive?
No, never.
Okay. Well, there's a few, really nice shops and things. And Alex, Maisie, I know you're kind of, well, you know, things are a bit, awkward, right, without your wands.
Oh, without our wands, yeah.
I don't even need a wand. I look, Wingardium Leviosa with my hands that are nearby.
No, you don't want to try to do that without a wand.
Oh.
It can be really, well, it can be unfortunate without a wand. You need the wand to be, well, it's a focus for your magic, right?
But I read a book on magical development and young people, adolescents and teens, and it's often said that magical abilities first appear and they're without a wand. So I figured that if they could appear without a wand, then I could cast without a wand, so I don't have to be cursed.
What I was going to say is, well, we should probably get you a new one.
Did you bring us here to take us on a shopping trip?
You wand? But it's my wand. I'll have one wand.
Right. Think of this like a temporary one. At least for now. We have to do a little research to see if we can, well, if we can get your wand uncursed.
You don't know if you can uncurse it?
It's an old spell, Alex. It's a particularly nasty one.
Oh.
A temporary one sounds good, Mr. Potter.
Just so
Right,
that
Alex?
you have something to use for now.
Okay.
Would that be alright?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. I think that would be good.
Sorry, I didn't want this to feel like, you know, uncomfortable, but, well, there was a time when I didn't have a wand. You see, I broke it. Well, you see, I was trying to fight Voldemort. And, well, there was a snake. And, it was really scary. And, I just remember how it made me feel like, you know, I couldn't use magic. And magic was like, at the time it felt like one of the only things I could count on. And, I just didn't want you to feel like that. Either of you.
Did you get your wand back, Mr. Potter?
Yes. But it wasn't easy. It's kind of a long story.
Maybe you could tell us over a drink or something.
I think that's a good idea. That is, if you don't mind listening to an old man talking about the good old days.
Oh no, I would love to hear this story. I think wouldn't we?
How old are you?
He's really old.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah,
like 75?
That's rude. Rosie.
I don't know how time works.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'd like to hear more about the story. I kind of get the sense that everyone kind of knows about it. I don't really. So.
Well, it all started with... Well, it started with a, kind of a sad moment. See, I lost my parents before I even knew who they were. And as you're walking to Hogsmeade, Harry Potter begins to tell you his version of events that happened years ago. And you head to Hogsmeade. There is a night of stories and conversation. And eventually, Harry takes you to basically an outlet version of the Ollivander shop. Alex and Maisie.
Mm-hmm.
He takes you inside. And he says, "Oh." He'll pull you aside, Alex. And he says, "Look, over the years I've gotten a little bit better at sort of, well, dealing with some of the things that I've had to deal with through my life. But I know when you're younger, it can be, well, it can be really scary when all these things are going on. I'm sure we'll find a way to get your wand working again. It probably won't be easy though, I won't lie to you.
Thank you.
I will say, that you can't just use any wand. It has to feel right. It has to be a match. Even if you take a wand from anyone else, it won't work. Wands have like an ownership. They have a consciousness almost of what and who their owners are. And right now, yours is kind of messed up. That's why the curse was able to sort of take control of it. It wasn't you that cast a spell. It was something else. And I just want to make sure...
What did it?
I don't know yet, Alex. But I promise you, we'll find out.
Okay.
You think you can be brave and wait for that to happen?
I don't know. I don't know about brave, but I can manage to move forward even though I'm scared and anxious. And
I don't know about that. Lily's told me you've been plenty brave.
I think it's kind of accidental most of the time, honestly. It's like I just do something and it seems brave, but really it's just sort of, I just do it, you know?
Alex, let me tell you a secret.
Uh-huh.
That's what bravery is. It sort of relies on what's important to you. And when something or someone that is important to you is in trouble and you react, that's bravery. You want to protect them. You want to help, even if it means that you might get hurt.
Yeah, I didn't think being brave would feel so scary.
It's always scary.
Oh, well, that's not comforting.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's just I'm coping. I think. Am I coping?
I think you're doing fine.
Okay.
Let's get you a temporary wand. Alright?
It's... How do we know that it's that the curse didn't come from me to the wand and I won't curse this wand also?
You trust me?
There's orders I thought I trusted, but then there was a thing. I don't know if you you probably did here. You're the boss, right? So, it's hard to trust people, generally people, especially, you know. I can try.
Alex,
Yeah?
here's a better question. You don't know me that well.
No?
Do you trust the headmistress?
Yeah.
Well, she knows that you didn't cast that spell. I know you didn't cast that spell. It's not your fault.
Okay, I try to tell myself that, but it's really hard. When Maisie said some things about it, felt like she didn't believe that it wasn't me. And then, like, some it's no, it's I trust you. It's okay. We can get a wand.
Harry looks at you in the eyes. And he says,
Let's get a temporary wand for now.
Okay.
and he'll sort of put a hand on your shoulder, and there's a different experience here at this place than there was like at Ollivander's in Diagon Alley. Maisie, how do you think you feel picking out a new wand? And Alex, how do you think you feel?
I think I'm kind of relieved, actually. I trust Harry Potter, and he says it's the right thing to do. And everything that I know about him has added up to be a kind of inspire. Like he's an inspiration. He's done some incredible stuff, and I trust that wholeheartedly, especially because he's also Lily's dad, and I trust Lily, but also because I don't really want my wand back, actually, as much as it's mine and I was attached to it, and the one chose me. That thing did damage and is cursed, and I'm not sure I want it back. It's a trusting decision. It's actually kind of relief.
So for you, when you get your wand, it's relief, and it seems like it's happening rather quickly. The experience goes rather fast. You are able to get a new wand on the first try. Alex, I think I know how you're feeling, but why don't you just say it regardless?
Yeah, I am terrified, I think. I'm really shook up. Yeah.
roll me a d3.
Two.
The first wand that is brought to you has a pretty weak reaction. The shopkeeper brings it over, and maybe there's the barest hint of an illumination.
I don't think this one likes me.
No, I don't think so. Let's try another.
And Harry leans down. He says, "It's okay. It's all right."
What if no one's like me anymore? Because the last one. Do they have like meetings or something?
The first time that I got a wand, it took me 3 tries, and I blew up a shelf.
My last one blew stuff up.
Well, maybe this one will too.
I don't want to blow things up anymore.
Good point.
Preferably, yeah.
Remember what I said? The wands have a sort of consciousness. They can sort of... They know their owners. When you use the wand, I think that you just need to try to be yourself. It doesn't matter who that is. The right wand will work for you.
I can keep trying.
Shopkeeper brings over another wand. This one is in a box that is very dusty.
Sorry, this one was way in the back. I'm a bit curious, though.
Curious about what exactly?
Oh, sorry, Mr. Potter. Well, it's rather old. I believe it's, well... Let me see when the box says.
Turns the box over in his hands.
Ah, 1600s. Very old wand indeed.
Oh, and it's probably like wise and can help me out then. That's probably a good fit, right?
Oh, yes. We don't sell these ones anymore. We don't have the materials.
Oh.
Why don't you give this one a try?
Yeah. I take a deep breath. And I pick up the wand. Just give it a wave.
You give it a wave. This wand is quite a bit different than yours. This one is not any of the materials on the list.
Oh.
It has a sort of gold-like color. there is a neatness to this wand. It seems rather finely crafted. There is a ribbon of gold that marbles its way like a vein through the wand, starting at the handle.
It's really nice.
You cast a spell when you flick the wand. And there is a feeling that travels up your arm, up the back of your neck, and it sort of feels warm. It feels like you have just submerged yourself in like a warm bath.
Oh, that feels nice. This wand makes me feel comfy. Does that make sense, Mr. Wandcrafts, sir?
Very strange. That is a unicorn horn wand.
Oh.
Normally, wands' cores are made from unicorn tail hair. That one there is from a unicorn's horn. Did they, well, I suppose I understand why they don't really do that anymore.
Yeah, I met a unicorn and they were lovely, and I think they're attached to their horns, or their horns are attached to them, but I think it's like it's quite important to them, so yeah, not a nice thing to take, I guess. So I can see why too.
It does appear to have chosen you, though.
Well, maybe it recognized a friend of the unicorns. Maybe it knows. Maybe it's like Dave's great grandfather or something.
Who's Dave?
Oh, the unicorn. But he's got a full. That's his.
Let me guess.
Nickname.
Hagrid named him.
Yeah.
Harry smiles.
All right.
Okay.
Well, don't worry about this. That's on me.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Are you sure that's okay?
It's fine. Don't worry.
Well, thank you.
Welcome.
Thanks for convincing me too. I feel better with it.
Good. I'll be right out.
Okay.
The rest of you, waiting outside, Maisie and Alex, you come out of the shop. You can see that Harry Potter's still inside. There are people about. It's a rather brisk, sort of coldish night. And Hogsmeade is fairly busy. There's people walking around, and Your group is waiting outside for Maisie and Alex. What's the conversation like out there?
I assumed I was already outside. Sorry. I assumed that I couldn't hear what was going on there with
I would assume
Alex
that.
and Harry.
Yeah, I would assume that. You might have either been far enough away for them to speak privately, or that you would have walked outside. That's fine. If you want to be outside, that's fine.
Okay.
Do you think Mr. Potter would mind if we got some shopping done while they get wands?
Are we
Or
shopping for food?
We
wand?
could.
I think that it would be really bad if I got lost, especially since I don't technically have a form. Right. So maybe I'm just gonna stand here and wait. I'll just stand here and wait until Mr.
I'll wait
Potter
with
comes
you.
back out.
I have plenty of snacks, so.
Maybe we
yeah.
should all wait for him. I mean, he did say that he was, he's responsible for us. So and
What's
also,
going on in there?
feel okay about leaving somebody on their own.
Is there glass? Like, can I look through the window?
Yeah, it's kind of musty, but you can see. Alex is making his way out.
Alex is shaking hands with the President of the United States.
why would the president of
I'm
the
just
United
kidding.
States?
I was just joking. He's just getting one.
Oh,
I got a wand.
Oh, did you?
Hey!
Hey,
Well
how'd it go?
done.
how is it?
Cast a spell.
I think don't want to rush things.
Okay.
we're-
It's like a
we're
first date
still
with your wand.
Sort of, yeah. We're becoming acquainted, but they seem nice.
That's good.
Cool.
Cool.
It's an old wand.
Yeah.
How old? Can I
Like
smell it?
lots. What? Sorry.
Does
you
it
say
smell
something?
old? Like, does it have like a dusty smell? I love that smell.
Okay, continuing. It's from the 1600s.
What?
Old.
How is it crumbled to dust?
Well, it's a magical wand.
What kind is it?
It's a special kind.
What is it?
Unicorn horn.
But what is
Horn.
unicorn horn?
Is that normal?
No.
Or
Is your wand like opalescent? Can I hold it?
no one. There's
Yeah, that's fair. I
the
think that's
last
fair.
one.
Yeah, no, that's good. Can you hold it up so we can look at it? Does it shine in the light?
Sure. Here, take a look. I hold it very firmly with one hand and lay it on the other, and just gonna show it off. It's got the gold on it, and I think maybe it recognized that I was a unicorn friend, and was like, "Oh hey."
That has to
Probably.
be it.
Maybe it's like Dave's granddad or something, or
Yeah.
I wish I had hair that color.
It's a very
Yeah, well,
beautiful wand.
it made me feel cozy when I picked it up, and I was
Why?
worried. Why?
Oh no, sorry, continue.
No, that was it. I'm finished.
Why didn't Mr. Potter come out with you? Is everything all right?
Well, I think he's just squaring up the bill. He's paying for it for once.
Oh, that's
It's nice of
cool.
him.
It's
Are you
meant to
gonna
be
name it?
expensive because it's an antique.
It's more than normal wands?
Well, it's really old, and they don't make them anymore because
So cool.
they realized that unicorns like their horns, so we just borrow some tail hairs now. But I'm making a promise to the wand that I'll never hurt a unicorn ever, and I'll only use it to help people and do nice things. I promise you, wand. That's what I'll do.
That's sweet.
I'm sure the wand appreciates it.
Now
that'll
the
make up
wand knows you're
for-
a pacifist.
Yeah, well, it'll make up for the unicorn. It maybe I don't know if they take it from the unicorn after it's already passed, or they steal it when it's still using it. So I'm just gonna make the assumption that they did the nasty thing. So I'm gonna do all the good things to make up for that for this one's ex-owner, this unicorn horn's ex-owner. I'm gonna make things better for people in honor of. Oh, do you think? Oh no. Okay, if I went and showed Dave the unicorn and said, "Hey, do you know this name?" Would he be like, "Oh, I know its name," or would he be like, "Oh my goodness, you have a horn"?
I think that's probably a bad idea.
Yeah,
I would not do that.
Mm.
No, okay, so we can't tell Hagrid then that I have a new wand that's unicorn horn.
Definitely not.
We don't tell anyone. We just we swaff it.
Can I peer through the window and see what they're doing in the shop?
You don't need to. Harry's actually making his way out. But if you want to peer through while you were all talking, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
That would
there's
be
no
lovely.
roll or anything. You look through and you see Harry sort of paying. Maybe having like a little bit of a chat with the shop owner. He makes his way out of the shop.
All right. Sorry about that. Let's see. What time is it?
He looks at like a hanging clock hanging on one of the shops in Hogsmeade.
All right. All right. Got a bit of a surprise for you all.
Another one?
Yes.
Is it a unicorn?
No.
Unicorns will be offended by my wand, right?
Well, I mean, you didn't do anything.
I promise I'm only gonna do good things and help people with it and protect people and so I can make it up to the unicorn who used to have the horn.
I mean, Alex, there's dragon heartstring wands, and
Oh. That's true, I guess.
some of the ingredients and some potions and things aren't exactly animal friendly.
Okay. Yeah, that's I'm just not gonna think about it anymore then.
Right. So, have any one of you traveled by flue powder?
Yeah, with my dad, I have. Yeah.
I've
Right.
done it a couple times.
I had the flu once.
All right. Well, follow me.
And off you go. And that is where we're going to end the episode. Sorry for going over, folks. We're going to, we got to dip out. We've got people that have places to go, things to do. We're going to do a really quick outro here, and we will do our end of session stuff at the beginning of next session because we have some people that have to dip out, okay? So, let's go around the room. Let's do some shout outs. Let's do quick outros and let some people get to their business and stuff. Let's go around the room and let's start off with Nega Oryx.
Hi, I'm Nega Oryx. I play Olive Everglade. I'm a full-time voice actor, host, tabletop RPG player, and variety streamer here on Twitch. So come on through sometime and say hi. I've actually had a lot of people coming through from the show popping up in chat going, it's my first time chatting, but I love Witchcraft and Wizardry. I just want to say thank you. The community for this show is the best, and I'm always so happy to see y'all.
Thank you so much. Murgles.
Hello. I'm Murgles. I played Clementine for you today. I'm an animator and a storyboard artist by trade. If you want to check me out, I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I am currently not doing any animation work on my stream because I'm reserving my energy for my work. So lately I've been playing Stardew. We'll see where it goes. But thanks so much.
Thank you, Murgles. Luxie.
Hello, I'm Lux Games. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch. I'm also a full-time goofball. You didn't know that was a job? It is. I'm doing lots of stuff. Mostly I'm playing New World recently for the beta, and also I'm going to be playing Sims, the new Cottage Pack this week, and that's it. Probably. Also sick. Cool. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Luxie. Polo?
Hello, I'm Colo. You can find me on the internet under the name Hello, it's Colo, all one word. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch, and I'm also a YouTuber, and also a whole lot of nonsense. I'm at the point where I'm about to talk about a lot of things that are about to happen, which is really exciting, but I can't talk about them yet. But yeah, it'd be lovely if you wanted to come and say hi, maybe hear about those things within the next week. That'd be great.
Thank you so much, Kola. Last but not least, Zagonicus.
Hi everyone, thanks for watching. I played Alex. You can find me as Zgodicus on all the internet places. I've been fortunate enough to play another table story show, Ungodly, which had its finale recently. If you haven't already checked that out, be aware that it's not family friendly. It's like a surreal comedy that's very just wild and crazy and out there. So you can find that on the Table Story YouTube channel. If you're looking for some laughs, just make sure that the kiddos aren't around. Thanks.
Thank you, buddy. I'm Wax Steven. I've been your Headmaster of Doom. I've dragged the players kicking and screaming through the adventure today. Thank you so much for being here, chat. Much appreciated. Please make sure you follow all these wonderful people. Thank you so much to Colo. Thank you, Luxie. Thank you, Murgles. Thank you, Nigga Oryx. Thank you, Zagonicus, for being awesome role players. I appreciate you. Thanks so much. And yeah, go support these wonderful people, folks. We're going to hopefully see you on Thursday for Mistlight. And we have a cast announcement that we just showed for a new thing that we've got coming up. I will play that again for you. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Peace out. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. Bye-bye.